A staggering 1.8 million cubic meters of earth and rock were dug out for this project, enough to fill the Melbourne cricket ground more than once, or about 720 Olympic swimming pools. Right beneath the bustling streets of Melbourne, engineers carved out twin tunnels, each stretching 9 kilometers long, plunging to depths of 40 meters. That's like digging down the height of a 12-story building. They did this while navigating existing train lines, sometimes with a hair-raising clearance of just 1.5 meters, all without disrupting the city above. This isn't a science fiction movie, it's the Melbourne Metro Tunnel, a hidden world of engineering marvels built right beneath our feet. How did they pull off this impossible mission, building a new city beneath without us even knowing? Melbourne, a city celebrated for its vibrant culture and rapid growth, was facing a silent but growing crisis. Its train network was struggling to keep up. For decades, the City Loop, which opened way back in 1981, served as the central nervous system of the city's rail system. However, it was designed for a much smaller population, with projections indicating that 500,000 more people would rely on the trains each week. The City Loop was becoming a severe bottleneck, much like trying to push too much water through a pipe that is already full. This congestion meant delays and unreliable services for thousands of commuters every day. The Metro Tunnel was born from this urgent need, a bold vision to create a second, dedicated underground pathway right through the city's heart. This ambitious project was about fundamentally untangling the entire network. The goal was to create a turn-up-and-go service for major lines like Sunbury, Cranbourne and Pakenham, allowing trains to run more frequently without waiting for others. Crucially, it also aimed to connect vital areas like Parkville, home to major hospitals and universities, and the bustling St Kilda Road business district to heavy rail for the very first time. This connection would provide better access to jobs, education and health services across Melbourne, fundamentally reshaping how people move around the city. Work on this massive undertaking began in 2018, with an ambitious goal to open by 2025. To manage a project of such immense scale and complexity, the government partnered with a private consortium through a public-private partnership, known as the Cross Yarra Partnership. This approach allowed for shared expertise and resources, but also introduced complex financial and operational dynamics that would later present their own set of challenges. But how do you even begin to dig under a bustling metropolis, through unpredictable earth and around existing tunnels without causing chaos above ground? The answer lies with some incredible machines and ingenious methods. To carve out these twin 9-kilometer tunnels, engineers unleashed 4 incredible machines, each a true titan of the underground: the tunnel boring machines, or TBMs. These are mobile factories designed to chew through rock and soil while simultaneously building the tunnel behind them. Each TBM was a colossal 7.28 meters across, which is about the height of a 2-story house. They stretched an astonishing 120 meters long, a length greater than a standard football field, or like 3 E-Class trams lined up end to end. And their weight? A staggering 1,100 tons each. That's heavier than 180 adult elephants. The most powerful part was the cutter head, a 100-ton drill that could chew through rock 6 times harder than concrete. This immense power was essential for the varied ground conditions they would encounter. These TBMs worked tirelessly, operating non-stop 24 hours a day, 7 days a week, with a dedicated crew of up to 10 people inside the machine at any one time. They were fully equipped with facilities for the workers, including an office, kitchen, and even toilets, making them self-contained underground cities on wheels. On average, these giants inched forward about 10 meters every 24 hours, patiently grinding their way through the earth. Following a long-standing tradition in tunneling, these mighty machines were given female names: Joan, Meg, Millie, and Alice. These names honored groundbreaking Victorian women. The Metro Tunnel project used mix-shield or slurry TBMs, which were purpose-built to suit Melbourne's tricky local ground conditions. The geology along the tunnel path was extremely variable, featuring everything from very soft, gooey Coode Island silt to super hard basalts, often mixed together in what engineers call mixed-face geology. This specific TBM type was a sophisticated engineering response to this unpredictable and challenging ground. As the cutter head spun and bored through the ground, it mixed the excavated material with a special liquid called slurry. This mixture was then transported back to a treatment plant on the surface through pipes, keeping the tunnels clean and stable and allowing for continuous excavation. As these TBMs dug, they plunged deep below the city, sometimes reaching depths of up to 40 meters under the surface. That's like digging down the height of a 12-story building. The deepest point of the tunnel was right under busy Swanston Street, at the northern edge of the CBD, where the new tunnels had to duck under the existing city loop tunnels. Imagine the incredible precision needed to tunnel just 1.5 meters below an active train line without disturbing it, all while trains continued to run above. This required advanced surveying, real-time monitoring, and meticulous planning to prevent any disruption or structural damage to the operational city. The ground itself presented a formidable challenge. The TBMs battled through a complex and constantly changing mix of soft clays, silts, and hard rock, sometimes encountering all these conditions at once. This mixed-face geology meant that every meter of the tunnel presented a unique engineering puzzle. Furthermore, the tunnels had to pass under two significant waterways, the Yarra River and Moonee Ponds Creek. Before digging under the Yarra, teams conducted extensive geological testing and environmental assessments to understand the ground conditions and water levels. They bored about 12 meters below the Yarra riverbed, ensuring the tunnels were completely watertight and stable against the immense hydrostatic pressure from the river above. This delicate operation required sophisticated geotechnical engineering to manage ground stability, prevent water ingress, and control vibrations, ensuring minimal impact on the river and its surroundings. Throughout the entire 9-kilometer journey, 26 smaller tunnels, known as cross passages, were built at regular intervals, approximately every 230 meters. These passages are vital safety features. They allow passengers and emergency services to move between the twin rail tunnels quickly and safely in the event of an emergency, demonstrating a proactive and robust approach to safety and preparedness in the design of this modern underground system. The project also had to consider electromagnetic compatibility, as the tunnel runs close to sensitive equipment like MRI machines at hospitals, requiring careful design to prevent interference. Building the 5 new underground stations was a monumental challenge, especially in the dense, busy city centre. To avoid shutting down major streets like Swanston Street and causing widespread disruption, engineers used a clever technique often described as keyhole surgery. They dug deep access shafts, some reaching up to 11 stories down, right next to the new station entrances. These shafts acted like giant elevators, used to transport huge machinery, equipment, and workers underground, allowing them to carve out the station caverns from below the surface. The 2 CBD stations, State Library and Town Hall, are truly unique in their design. They are built as trinocular caverns, meaning 3 overlapping tunnels were mined by powerful road headers to create one massive open space. This innovative design gives them vaulted ceilings and incredibly wide platforms, around 19 meters across. To put that in perspective, 19 meters is wider than a typical 6-lane road. This spacious design is a major improvement for passenger comfort and safety, providing plenty of room even during the busiest times. The other new stations, Arden, Parkville, and Anzac, were constructed using a cut-and-cover method. This technique involves excavating straight down from the surface, building the station structure, and then covering it over with a concrete deck, effectively putting a lid on the underground box. During the construction phase, massive temporary acoustic sheds, some standing up to 20 meters high, were erected at key work sites like City Square and Federation Square. These custom-built sheds were crucial for minimizing noise, light, and dust impacts on the local community. The sheer scale of excavation for the Metro Tunnel was immense. Approximately 1.8 million cubic meters of soil and rock were dug out from beneath Melbourne. As mentioned earlier, this is enough material to fill the Melbourne cricket ground more than once, or about 720 Olympic swimming pools. Managing this mountain of excavated material was a massive logistical and environmental feat, representing a complex engineering challenge often underestimated by the public. The TBMs used a slurry system, mixing the dug-up earth with liquid then piping it to special treatment plants on the surface. Once at the surface, the excavated material was separated from the slurry. For sites with limited space, such as Federation Square, innovative direct-to-truck systems were used. These systems allowed contractors to load the spoil directly into trucks without needing large stockpiles on site, significantly speeding up removal and improving site efficiency. The Metro Tunnel isn't just about new tracks and stations, it's about bringing cutting-edge technology to Melbourne's rail network for the very first time. Two key innovations being implemented are high-capacity signalling, or HCS, and platform screen doors. High-capacity signalling is like a super-smart traffic control system for trains. It allows trains to run much closer together, safely, meaning more trains can run per hour, and significantly more passengers can be carried. This technology is vital for achieving the turn-up-and-go service, where passengers won't need to consult a timetable because trains will be so frequent. Platform screen doors are glass barriers installed along the edge of the platforms that open only when a train is perfectly aligned with the doors. They serve multiple crucial purposes. They keep passengers safe from the tracks, prevent objects from falling onto the tracks, and help manage air pressure in the tunnels as trains speed by. They also contribute to making stations quieter and cleaner by separating the platform environment from the tunnel. Before the tunnel can open to the public, the entire system undergoes a rigorous testing program, a comprehensive dress rehearsal called trial operations. This involves running hundreds of different scenarios, from the basic tasks of opening and closing each of the 5 new underground stations to simulating major incidents like a fire in the tunnel. This meticulous process ensures that every system, every train, and every staff member is fully prepared for operation. Engineers even test how well the train's positional data communicates with the tunnel ventilation systems, ensuring that the correct vents open and close depending on the train's movement to maintain fresh air and safety. They are also conducting reliability growth trips, starting with a low number of trains per hour and gradually increasing, specifically to find and fix small little bugs. Building a project of this scale and complexity inevitably comes with a hefty price tag and its share of challenges and public discussion. Initially estimated at costing $11 billion, the Metro Tunnel project's cost has grown to around $15.5 billion. This increase was partly due to various commercial issues that arose during construction, which were resolved through agreements with the Cross-Yarra Partnership, with the state and consortium agreeing to share increased costs on a 50-50 basis for some settlements. While the project was originally slated for a full opening in 2025, recent reports suggest that a full timetable for regular commuter services might be pushed out to early 2026. There are plans for a soft opening for limited off-peak services, possibly in late 2025. This adjustment to the timeline has led to some criticism, especially given earlier government promises and financial incentives that were offered to the contractors to meet the 2025 deadline. Despite these hurdles, financial adjustments, and ongoing testing, the Metro Tunnel project remains a vital and transformative part of Melbourne's future public transport network. What do you think of this incredible underground world and the engineering feats that brought it to life? Let us know your thoughts in the comments below. If you were amazed by the scale and precision of this project, make sure to like this video, subscribe to Ultimate Mega Builds for more deep dives into engineering wonders, and turn on notifications so you don't miss our next story.